mastered your long tones or long notes, another thing I like to do to warm up is to practice going from octave to octave on something called harmonics. So if I play, for example, a B flat that I played earlier, and I want to play the higher B flat, the one octave above that, I need to increase my airspeed and change the angle of the air up slightly. So now that's, for me, one of the most complicated things to do on the flute is to do that successfully and get the right octave out with a beautiful tone, exactly what I want to. So what I like to do is spend some time doing those notes and going from octave to octave slowly to try to figure out exactly where is that point with my air speed and my angle where the second octave comes out. And it sounds something like this. So you heard it went from the first octave and it kind of hovered in the middle, and then it was the second octave and then dropped back down. So I just do those types of notes to try to warm up my embouchure and to know exactly where those notes are for when I'm playing my repertoire. Now, one question I get a lot is, well, how do I know when I've gone too far, that my airstream is too high? Now, I'll show you what that sounds like. That's the first octave. Now we're in the second octave. Oops. If I keep going, I actually get a whole other note. That's a D. I can get a bunch of notes just with that fingering for G, but as long as the right pitch is coming out, then you've done your airstream right. If you overshoot it, you might get a sharp note, or you might even get that D. That's too sharp, but my airstream is too high, but not quite enough air speed to get the next note out. If I overshoot with both the air speed and the angle, I'll get the higher notes. So play around, try a bunch of different notes, and try too fast airspeed, too slow airspeed. If I want to play that D above the staff and my airspeed is too slow, you hear how you get that kind of ghostly note that's not quite the right speed? So now I know, what do I need to do? I need to raise the angle of the air and increase the airspeed. So these are some ideas for warming up once you've gotten through your long notes.